Welcome, everybody. This is the Godfather D. Darrell Spears here once again. Happy to be here once again with each and every one of you. We're going to have a nice little discussion, guys. Appreciate you all for coming in. I just missed out on things the other day, so I thought it would be appropriate for me to give a response. Definitely time for me to give a response. Shout out to Living Life to the Fullest. Shout out to Miss T. Pre. Shout out to both of you all for coming in and for everybody that's coming in later. Not gonna keep you all too long tonight. But I thought it would be appropriate for me to have this discussion with you. Yeah, I think that it is appropriate to have this discussion. This discussion consists of the classic sector conflict, D-Darrell against the AFWs for the fucking 100 goddamn time. Is the sector tired of D-Darrell and the fucking AFW, Andrew Michelle Stewart, Reverend Gerald Palmer, and the rest of the Goonies? Are y'all tired of this shit? I'm tired of it. I'm so fucking tired of these motherfuckers. Like, guys, I am so tired of these motherfuckers. Shout out to everybody that's in the clouds. Like Binary said, the clouds. Yeah, I say the clouds. The clouds. Yes, they are obsessed with me to the point where you got people. I mean, you talk about my friends, so I'm gonna look up your wife. That's the kind of bullshit we talking about. What's up, Must Be Trini Gal State? Now you got Must Be Trini Gal State. I feel you. Listen, I'm so sick of these motherfuckers. I'm so sick of Gerald. I'm so sick of Andrew Michelle Stewart. I'm so sick of these motherfuckers, Lennon Honor. But you know who I'm really sick of is motherfuckers like Photon. It's motherfuckers like Stargate and others who keep and Smoke God, all of these bastards. Like, what the fuck? Motherfucker like Kip, who don't know no better. You know, he got, problems. He got pissy problems. Like, these motherfuckers that constantly entertain this bullshit. And you got goofy ass Al Lanier, and they are not professional. I didn't know YouTube was a professional environment. When the last time Al wrote a fucking article? When the last time you had something published, Al? Al, when the last time you wrote something meaningful that people actually wanted to fucking read? Al, when the last time you changed your pamper? Al, when the last time you fed yourself? When that last time the fucking nurse didn't tell your goofy ass to go to bed, you making all that fucking noise in the goddamn recreational room? Al. Al. Why are you playing like you're black when we know your ass Hawaiian? And I know you're listening, because these goofies don't have shit else to do at night but listen to their opposition. And they big mad. Oh, she big mad. She big mad because I, basically had to file some paperwork once again to let, the Bureau of Behavioral Sciences know that, your favorite, LMFT going around saying she's a certified supervisor for CAMFTs and she's not. Then she put sauce on it to lie and say that, well, it's two different agencies and that's not a government agency. I never stated that they were a government agency. Matter of fact, They're not a government agency, but they have affiliation with the Bureau of Behavioral Sciences, and I can prove it. I'm going to prove that today. So these goofies go on Photon channel and they constantly and she just lying and lying and lying and lying and lying and playing old videos, old ass. Like, listen, I've never seen anyone that keeps fucking videos from folk. Man, I haven't been at that location since 2021. It's 2024. She's still playing the same fucking receipt. And don't you know, guys, she sent that shit to other places. She sent that shit to other places. The same fucking old ass receipt over and fucking over and over again. The same goddamn receipt. Over and over and fucking over again. The same fucking receipt. And he did this. He attacked my friends. What's up, NC worker? What's up, player? Over and over again. So that means because I told the truth about Rev, so I'm attacking Rev G wife because I'm saying Rev G wife is more successful than him. That means I'm attacking her. And she just sounds so delusional. She sounds off base. She don't make no goddamn sense. You ask her a question, she just repeating statements. The shit is not gelling together. This Negro went live. This nigga Photon went live for 9 fucking hours. T-Pre, 9 fucking hours. Who the fuck go live for 9? Nigga, what are you doing? You talking about real estate? Nigga, are you really in some goddamn real estate? 9 fucking hours? A whole fucking work day. And look, I'm saying this shit. Photon, and to me, I ain't really got that much problem with Photon and Stargate, but god damn it, we just gotta call it out what the fuck it is. We just gotta fucking call it out what the fuck it is. Y'all niggas giving these people life. Y'all giving these motherfuckers life. Because nobody else fucking cares about the lies that these people say. Over and fucking the same fucking lies, man. Like the sector tired of hearing this shit. And yes, they go over there and watch because ain't shit else to do. You know, might as well watch something. But look on the screen, guys. This nigga went live. I want y'all to see this. This nigga went live for 9 hours. 9 hours, guys. Who the fuck going live for fucking 9+ hours? Nine hours and 26 fucking minutes and 55 seconds. Damn near 9 hours. Damn near 9 hours and 30 fucking minutes. A waste of my, like, I'm not watching no motherfucker for no 9 hours and 30 minutes. I don't give a damn how good the show is. Now, I have a hard time sitting through a goddamn movie. A goddamn movie for 4 hours. You think I'm about to sit and listen to some goddamn YouTube content for that goddamn long? Are y'all fucking kidding me? This nigga was on live all goddamn day. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. And see, this nigga, this is what they playing, man. This is what the fuck they playing. This old ass shit. This shit is, oh, I don't even sit. This office don't exist. This shit. This is old. So you telling me I don't have the fucking right? I don't have the right to decline to see people in my fucking office, in my business, particularly if they, and no one knows. They think everything, every appointment is a client. I see people for all kinds of shit, and it's nobody's fucking business. I have appointments all the time. If a client or anyone sets up a fucking appointment that was not agreed upon or was not set within my office, I'm not attending that appointment. Clients don't make up their own appointments. People that I do business with, you don't just make an appointment and expect me to be there. That's not how business works. But this lady went there, Andrea went there and lied about that website that houses or has a directory of all the certified supervisors. Lied about the fact that the certified supervisors, they all come in and help us train. That's a fucking lie. No one trains. A certified supervisor does not train or license LMFTs to be supervisors. You take a damn training. Train. I don't know for that state how many classes you have to take, how many continuing education hours. Your training comes through the continuing education hours. That's what your training goes. That what your training consists of. Like seriously, and the shit is long. To be a supervisor, you have to take a bunch of CEU hours. That's in any state. In any state. Basically, to be honest with you, the training is about a week. I know in the state of Texas it's 40 goddamn hours. 40 hours. 40 hours. I remember when I took the training. I did it on I participated for 2 weeks. For 2 goddamn weeks. We did 2 weekends in a row. Where I had to basically sit on a Saturday and a Sunday. For 10 hours. The training started at 8 o'clock and we went into damn near 6. Both days. And we completed that training. And you mean to tell me she talking about he just went and someone did this? That's not the that's not the process. And she knows this. And then they asked, who's dropping documents? Living Life. I'm the one who dropped audio. I'm the one that dropped documents and dropped paperwork on my communication with Accenture. You know, the place she used to work at was formerly known as Kepro, which was bought out. I'm the one that dropped the document that bullshit about me having to take all these classes and I had to do all this stuff. I completed that within 2 months, 6 fucking hours. And this whole thing about you got to strike against no strike. No such thing as a strike against your license. Supplemental information is just them letting you be aware of what's going on or in the past with that particular provider. Nobody is going to look up nobody's goddamn supplemental information for the most part. Since that time, since 2021, I have renewed my license twice. I renewed my license in 2024, and then I renewed my license in 2022. So what are you talking about? If it was such horrible things, Andrea, I wouldn't have gotten my license renewed. I wouldn't still be on the same insurance panels. But where are your insurance panels? Since you want to talk about, there's a place in Virginia. Oh God, we got the document. Okay. Show the document, Andrea. Show the documents. You haven't dropped one goddamn document. All you've done is played the same old shit over and fucking over. Over and over and over. She ain't show one fucking document. All you got is an old fucking clip of shit that nobody cares about. Just old ass shit that you basically keep in the goddamn thumb drive. Oh, I got Data Rail now. Who gives a shit? Now, I want you all to listen to this shit. Listen to this lying ass woman. Listen to this.
Okay, what I'm saying is, keeping it plain is, he kind of had paperwork. He went through the what's it called? The information, the document. He had a website and he looked up her information. I don't know if it's legit, but I really couldn't argue for her because I'm not that well. I looked up her information. I don't know if it's legit, but I really couldn't argue for her because I'm not that well. I don't know if it's legit, but I really couldn't argue for her because I'm not that well.
Give me 1 second, guys. I'm sorry. Let me get this. I had something playing.
From the smoke, but he was kept playing a sound bite, and it was I was appalled. I was like, uh-oh, he might have something here with that sound bite. Is this the real AAS? Can you address this sound bite that he's been playing for the past week?
Yes. Hello, how are you doing, Photon and Kip and everyone else?
What's going on?
Good.
Okay. It's okay, I'll answer your question, but first, can I clarify the challenge, or do you want me to answer this?
Now she want to clarify the challenge. You hadn't showed one goddamn document. Shut out the TMK Media. Got to get back with you on some things. One goddamn document.
Question first.
Clarify the challenge. You know, this question on the show.
So remind me about the otherwise, we go off into all these different directions. Okay, so let me clarify the challenge. The first challenge, because I'm coming up with a new challenge. The first challenge remains. If whoever, whether it's me or Duncy, does not come up with what either said they have, they owe you $1,000. And the reason.
Well, damn it, I'm the one who been showing things. You haven't showed a goddamn thing. You haven't showed a goddamn. I don't give a shit about no circulation of legal documents throughout your little criminal organization. That don't mean shit. Post what you have.
That's why I'm saying you. It's because he brought the lie over to your page. That's why I'm saying it's you. If you brought it over to whoever else's page, then they would get the money. But he came up on your channel and told you all these lies. This is my assertion. And if I don't give you the receipt, that means I came to your channel and told you all these lies. So that's why you are being chosen as the person that's owed the money. So that stands, that $1,000 challenge stands. Okay, so here is the second challenge that will knock it out of the ballpark. Since we don't want to give receipts without getting other receipts, this is going to be a bounty or a ransom or an escrow, however you want to characterize it. Send your receipt and $300. So that means you will not release the receipt. Am I correct, Photon? Unless the other person sends the receipt. So now you have both receipts, correct?
Correct.
Because if I just give this to you, you're not going to be able to just not show it. But if you get $300, you're not going to show it, right?
Right. I will respect your wishes. So wait.
But
Can
would
we
you
repeat
do
that?
it for
So
free?
you
But
said
sorry, go ahead.
you
Go
said
ahead, sorry.
so 300.
What is she talking about? Now she wants to make up all kinds of fucking contests to show the documents. She said ransom. This is the craziness of this. Like, why, man? I cannot. Now we understand why this goofy ass woman was not online. She a fucking ticking time bomb. Time bomb. She lost the plot. Like, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with this woman. And she don't make no sense. Listen to this.
See it. And he said he had nothing to do with Virginia. He's lying. And he's just trying to distract.
Okay, this is what I want to get to. I have no, let me say this to you all. As we speak, guys, I am not affiliated with no government agency. I have no contracts in Virginia. Okay. Matter of fact, all of my business is in Texas. All of my business is in Texas. All of the money that I've ever made as a business person is in Texas. I have had consulting clientele throughout the country where I consult with people. But as far as me having a standing contract, because if she understands what, talking about an agency entity, me being affiliated with people from other places or a organization or a group is not a contract. That's not that especially if I'm paying to be a part of that organization or group. That's not a contract. I can dissolve the fucking contract by not paying anymore. But I want you to show those documents, Andrea. Show the documents of what you claim happened to me with said entity from Virginia. I beg you, and I know it's 8:59, and you sitting in that raggedy, stinky, funky ass trailer. Please, with my pictures everywhere, and I'm on your goddamn TV screen and shit on your smart TV, if you own one, still probably got a 1985 fucking 1980 fucking black and white TV or some shit, fucking floor model ass TV and shit that you may have. Whatever the fuck you got, show the document of this entity. Show you claim you said stuff about things happening to me and computers. Show the documents of what you know. Now you're claiming you're going to Virginia and you're consulting with lawyers and you're doing it. Listen, you're not consulting with a guy. You're lying and you lying and you lying your ass off. Show the goddamn documents. That's all you got to do, Andrea. Show the documents. Nobody listens to you. Nobody watches you. Nobody cares about you unless you go get on somebody else's panel that gives your ass life. And you paying for it.
For the fact that he got in trouble and he started making up all this other stuff about lying and he's just going on all these
wait. You said, but here go that Virginia narrative. So because he asked about that, he said he doesn't know what you're talking about. Can you elaborate on that, or that has
I
something to do
can,
with this?
okay, all you have to do is, when you get the receipt, you can confirm. I don't think you should confirm everything on there, but yes, confirm whether or not it's from Virginia or not.
Again, show the document from Virginia. Show the goddamn document.
He should wait and see. He needs to send the $300. He needs to send the $300.
Well, we know from the clip.
Okay, now let me get this straight. So you
Well, we know from the clip that was shown here that he's a liar.
Gerald, don't give all the information. I'm not being, Gerald, don't get mad at me for saying that. Don't give all the info. Gerald, please, and don't get mad at me for saying that. Okay, because we want to make sure all the info is not out there, because he needs to give receipts. We have to give everything all the time, and he gives nothing. He just.
What have you given? You haven't given a goddamn thing. What receipt did this woman show? Outside of trying to put my wife and other people pictures up and shit. Old ass picture of my wife from fucking 20 years ago, guys. 20, and then they blew it up to make her look bigger than what she really is. And I showed pictures of my wife. Especially when Nyla was trying to talk and Taz was trying to do the hit piece. I have shown countless pictures of my wife. And I ain't got shit to be ashamed of. I don't got a goddamn thing to be ashamed of. I have showed countless pictures. Against Nyla. Puppy dog looking ass. Trying to talk about this thing my wife. I showed the real motherfucking pictures. Y'all gonna show that shit y'all that blew up and made it look some kind of way, some old ass shit from back in 2000, fucking 2005, 2004, some shit. My wife was, like 20 fucking years ago. 20 fucking plus years ago. Making it look a certain way. Oh, look at her. You look like this. The fuck is wrong with you? She look better than your ass any day on your best day. And then when I showed Gerald's wife after he showed that shit, then I was like, oh, you shouldn't. You need to take my wife off the prison, take my wife off the prison, and crying. But y'all go fucking with people. You know, my wife ain't got shit to do with this. I never asked anybody to go and troll his wife's company and put bad, bad reviews or anything like that. Never done that. I know the practice is struggling enough as it is. I didn't want to make it worse because, she got to pay the bills because Gerald can't keep a job. Show the receipts of the entity in Virginia. Show the goddamn documents. Andrea Michelle Stewart, show it. Come on, Don. Tell her to show it, Don. I know Donald Winters. I know yo fucking crackhead sounding ass would love for this to come out. Give Photon the money. I ain't giving Photon shit. So y'all can forget about that. I'll give him money when I feel like it. That nigga, I'm not about to get into no goddamn fucking spinning war with y'all over some bullshit ass content that really nobody really fucking cares about. I sure the fuck ain't. Show the documents. Show the goddamn receipts. Show the documents of the company or the entity in Virginia. Show the other documents of some shit you claim has happened to my practice and property and shit. Show it. and then we talking, because I'm the only one that has shown some shit. And yes, I'm filing as we speak, and I will continue to do so as you continue to slander my name, lie on me, and then you're misrepresenting your profession, and you're lying on that directory that actually houses and has all the information for all certified supervisors for CAMFTs. To become a certified supervisor requires continuing education classes. Just like in any state, it may take a week. Some people split it up in the, I know I did mine within, they split it up. We did 10-hour, we did 10-hour days, 2 weekends in a row. Then you have those where you do the hours. They may do a 3-day weekend where they do Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Everybody's different. And then they got those where you basically, you going 8 to 5, Monday through Friday. Everybody's different. I've seen multiple ways in which it's done. And I'm going to be honest with you, it was the lengthiest training that I've ever been through for a credential. But you get all your CEUs. That's the other positive. When you want to renew your license, you basically, all you need is 24. You're getting double, almost double from that one training. But let's continue.
Gets on the live stream, just like he said, Kip borrowed money. He never showed anything. Kip said, I give you permission to post all of my personal info. I write a contract.
I showed the check. I did show it.
I have to say, I won't sue you. Expose everything about me on that loan. I'll write an affidavit. I'll get it notarized to say, I will not sue you if you disclose my account number, my address, show the document, and I'll get it notarized that I won't sue you. Does he refuse to do it? Because he knows he didn't have it. He's a liar.
And so the document is.
Well, the fact is.
Wait, Dad, why you keep cutting me? I don't get it. The question is, so you want him to show a document or proof that you got fired? Is that what I'm hearing?
Whatever he said happened. He says, first he said I got fired, then he said I got ran off. Am I at the same place or not?
I never said you got fired, Andrea. That's the way your convoluted mind thinks. I never said you got fired. I told you that was an investigation, and then your ass left that company when shit was getting hot. In the middle of that investigation, you left that company, Andrea. I know you did. You left the company. You left, and I'm gonna tell you, yes. And this he tried to say some goofy shit about just because you leave doesn't mean that the investigation is going to stop. That's at the discretion of the company. Ain't no fucking company going to continue an investigation for the most part while you working there, and then when you leave, they continue to invest. They have no grounds to do anything. All they can do is if they want to report it to your board, or they can give you a bad reference. But they got other shit to do. They're not about to continually investigate you and you no longer working there. What the hell is wrong with you, Andrea? This woman is incompetent. But let's continue.
He said I was not. And this is the same place that I was in 2023.
Yes, you were.
He said he has a contract there. And he says that I was run off after an investigation. And he has emails to prove that. And they said, well, she's no longer here, so there's no point. That's bullcrap, because whether a person is there or not, they would still do an investigation.
That is not, that is a lie. That is at the discretion. That is at That is the one. That is a lie. I know at my company, if somebody's been investigated, and once they leave, it's over with. Now, if it was something I deemed that needed to go to a board, I would send it to their board. That's at my discretion. Who investigates former employees? This shit makes no sense. What company you know investigates staff that no longer works there? Once you leave, it's done. They can't discipline you. Okay? They can't take hours away from you. They can't suspend you, take pay away, demote you. They can't do any discipline. They can't take any disciplinary action against you. Now, what they can do is put, if someone else calls and said, put a bad reference word that you're not hireable, or in your case, they could bring it to your board, to the Bureau of Behavioral Sciences. That's all they do. But they're not about to be fucking around with just continuing with a investigation when the person who's the perpetrator is no longer there. You're not their problem anymore. This woman is incompetent.
It wouldn't matter whether or not the person is there. They still are obligated. If something serious about mental health in their company, they're going to do a full investigation, whether the person is there or not.
That's a lie. If they continue to do an investigation, guys, they investigating you on some shit that they think is unethical to send to your board. That's about it. Unless you broke the law to the extent that they have to call the cops. If you broke the law or you did something unethical that they send to your board, but they're not going to. What you did was unprofessional and could somewhat be considered unethical to a certain extent, but it's at the discretion of that company if they want to go through all the red tape to send that to the Board of Behavioral Sciences or continue investigation to say that you broke the law. What's up, Clark? Man, put some sense in this woman's head, Clark. Yes, Miss Teeper, this lady sound crazy. Like, do she understand? Like, this lady act like she never had a job in her life. But see, she want to talk about my behavior, but she won't talk about those sexual harassment situations that happened years ago at a job that she almost got, a particular job that she was at that almost got shut down. She won't talk about how she sexually harassed a man and he filed a complaint against her. She won't talk about that. But she want to talk about what he did around Dempsey Spears. He did all these things. He said he's doing this and he did that. He has this entity. He did all these horrible things. But she won't talk about the shit that she did. But let's continue.
Well, he inferred initially that you were fired, AAS. Then he came on this panel and...
I never said she was fired. Please, anybody, if you can find a receipt in which I said she was fired, I'll give you $100, $200. I never stated that AAS was fired. I never stated. I said that in the midst of that investigation, when the heat was on her ass, the middle end of last year, she left the job. I received email letting me know of her employment status. And that she's no longer there. And that was it. Case was closed. She left. And you know what? Guys, notice she never talked about whether or not she's still employed there or not. Why is she not talking about her employment at Accenture? Why is she not talking about the fact that she's not, I want Photon, if you was really on your shit, or ask Andrea Michelle Stewart sector, Are you still employed with Kipro / Accenture? See, she never would talk about that. She could talk around it. Yes, she was at that place. I know she don't work, but she won't answer that. She said, yeah, I was there since 22, 23. Yeah, we know that. So what? We know you're not working, Andrea. And we understand the reasons why you're not working. So why won't you say whether or not you're still working there now, Andrea? It's a reason why she's not. Because it gives proof to what I stated. It gives credence to what I stated. She left the fucking job because I put that heat on her ass. She tried to come back, guys, on a goddamn, she tried to come back and file a complaint with a goddamn company, not an organization that I'm paying to have a membership with. But I want her. I want her. I want her to show the documents. And then she's saying, you gotta take all, I don't have to do a goddamn thing for anybody. There is no governing body that I have to do continuing education classes for. The only governing body that I've ever had to take any classes for was the Texas Board of Executive Council, the Texas Board of the Texas Board of Health for Executive Council, whatever it is, for licensed professional counselors. The TBHEC, whatever the new name it is, it's a combination of all mental health boards into one. So it's one behavioral council. The LPC board, guys. What's up, Redbone, with the new money? Never, that's the only organization entity that I was required to do hours because of the complaint against me. Not a company in Virginia. A company in Virginia cannot govern me, who's licensed in Texas. I am not licensed. I don't have a license or certification. I don't have a company or anything like that in Virginia. But show the documents. Show the document of it.
Stated that he quit. So he went back on what he stated.
It's the same address, public address on this website that's public as the letter that I have. So once he sends his so-called proof to you, then you can publish this letter full blown because it's a public address. It's not a home address that's on that letter that I have. The discipline letter he has. I just was checking that.
The same.
And I'm an editor. If he has a problem of having sharing confidential information, I'll read that.
Listen, the same old ass disciplinary fucking agreement letter. That was really no that I received no disciplinary action. I was required to do something correctional from a corrective standpoint. Corrective plan was to take hours, take CEUs on operation administrative aspects of having a practice or a business operating as a therapist. Had nothing to do with anything else. Nothing to do with anything else.
Confidential. It's not confidential. It's not confidential. I'm telling you, I'm sorry to cut you off. I'm sorry. I'm going to email this to you, the link. The letter that I have, I'm almost positive this is the same address, this public link on the address. The letter that I have is the same address as this website that's public. So we can't say, oh, you're posting.
Then you got Rev G, guys. Then you got Rev G. I want y'all to look at this. Rev G posting shit about me breaking confidentiality. No, I didn't break a client's confidentiality because no one knows my affiliation with the person. And you couldn't even make out the damn name, the full name of the person that I stated. said breach client confidentiality, privacy violated, shared mishandled confidential information about client or potential client. That's a lie. It is a lie. That is a lie. That is a lie. That didn't happen. So my position is, you sent all of this to the to my board, to the Texas Board of Examiners for LPC, and you know what happened? They dismissed your goddamn claim, Andrew. They dismissed the stupid ass claim, the frivolous ass claim once again. That's all they've done. You've given all these different complaints, and they got dismissed. That's it.
My home address. Get what I'm saying?
What's up, my
Same
opinion?
address.
How you doing, baby?
And whatever he's showing you, he should have the name of the
but
people.
he showed his home supposedly on, I think when he was on somebody's live or something like that. Didn't he show a little of his home where he lived?
Forget the
A
home.
little,
I'm talking
like the top floor.
That doesn't matter. I'm talking about.
Okay. But
Mikey,
let's-
you're loud. You're loud. Hold on, Mikey.
Hold on, Mikey. Shit, you ain't letting Mikey speak. You letting them talk and lie. Al, get up there. Like, how many Photon shows we gonna watch where you're gonna see Kip always? It's all orchestrated. Kip always comes up first, speaking Negro 1901 slave babble. Then Al Lanier comes up, disorientated and not making no goddamn sense. Then Andrea gets up and she babbles and repeats, and now she pussyfooting around the fact that she is not a certified supervisor for LMFTs. Okay, she's not. She cannot supervise an LMFTA, an LMFT associate. She cannot. She got paid. She committed fraud. The actual certified supervisor, if they paid her and got money from that associate, those hours should not count towards that person's clinical hours. It's fraud. It is fraud. Andrea Michelle Stewart did so, and she is currently being investigated by not one but two entities. Well, really, it's by one entity, which is the Bureau of Behavioral Sciences. That website is a directory that posts all LMFT supervisors, so that are certified in the state of California. Okay.
I'm loud.
Man, put the man in the back.
Yeah,
man. He
Mikey,
always
it's too much
distracting the
noise.
What D. Durrell did was go to a private entity and try to look you up as a supervisor with this private organization or entity.
Right. Yeah, because
As opposed to
right.
This Al Lanier don't know what the fuck he talking. That is not a private institution. Okay. That directory, guys, and I'm gonna let them finish lying, and then I'll explain to you in detail. Let me go back a little bit. Just a tad bit.
Supervision. The only people who would get their supervisory hours verified would be somebody undergoing supervision. Well, how would he? He's not in the state.
The work that can prove everything that he's been saying and some when it comes to the statements he has made or is making about you.
If he is giving you facts.
Hold on, thank God. I want you to speak to your audience right. Not put together receipts, valid receipts,
Valid.
not doctoring stuff up. See, because these niggas love to play crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Right.
sorry, Photon. I didn't cut you off like that. But I'm listening intensely. Now, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I have never seen, man, Photon, where your goddamn nuts, nigga? I have never seen a person get bullied on their own goddamn platform where people they interrupting you, telling you when to speak, let me speak. Man, I would have, man, listen, and y'all know I'm good for cursing motherfuckers out. They get out of line with me where they think they gonna monopolize my goddamn mic on my channel. These people literally get on here and tell Photon to shut the fuck up and let me talk. Like nobody cares. Nobody is watching. The numbers that Photon garner are numbers that he would garner if they were or were not on the goddamn panel. He don't need you to get 50, 60 people. Photon get that on his own. He don't need that. He don't need you for that. Now the sector, you know, because we full of fuckery, is going to want to hear. Yeah, he damn bad. Like, you let these motherfuckers, look, I don't mean to cut you off, and I'll, you know, shut the hell up, Photon. Shut the fuck up. Kip basically told Photon to shut the fuck up, you weird bastard. You weird fucking stinky blue jean jacket wearing ass bastard. You know, that's what Kip told Photon. Let me talk. Let my gummy mouth, no teeth ass talk. Moon pie face ass talk with dry fucking skin. Niggas want to talk about my smooth skin. Talking about I got burnt cheeks. Nigga, my skin is dark chocolate. But it ain't burnt, baby. This nigga wants to that talking with fucking, nigga got fucking lip gloss on his lips and shit, smiling, twinkling his fucking ears and shit like that, telling you to shut the, man, Photon, how could you let motherfuckers tell you what to do on your channel?
It's okay. He said all the things that he said, that I got ran off, I'm not there. All this stuff about the public investor. He said he had 3 emails. Give the name of the agency, show it. The title of the person, when was this email sent, show the entire, send the entire email. So
there was one paperwork. There was something that he did pull up, and it was on a website, something in the San Diego therapy department of something or the other, long acronyms, and he looked up some license number, which allegedly is your license number, and he was saying that you do not have a certified therapeutic supervising counselor, something like that, because you said that you're a certified supervisor counselor, something like that.
So I will post a video to make sure we're all clear about the receipt, the $300, what do you call it? So we can leave this topic. Okay, so what you're talking about, and this is an opportunity for me to clarify the profession, okay, to make sure factual information is put out about our profession. He pulled up California Association of Marriage and Family Therapy. I'm not a member. My name wouldn't be on there. Why would my name be on there? They do not issue any certifications for supervision.
That is a lie. That is a lie. That is a lie. That is a lie. I'm gonna let them talk. That is a agency. You're not listed because you're not certified. You're not listed because you're not a certified supervisor. All you have to do, Andrew, is show your credential. Show the goddamn credential. That's all you have to do. What's up, Stephanie? Show the credentials.
Supervision is run by the state. CAMP is not a state agency. The California Board of Behavioral Sciences is the agency that would certify supervision hours. So how would he have access? Is he in California? Is he getting supervision? The only people who would get their supervisory hours verified would be somebody undergoing supervision. Well, how would he? He's not in the state. Is anybody go to the California Board of Behavioral Sciences and just randomly pull up people? Is everybody who's licensed in the state going to be a member of CAMP? No, that's voluntary. CAMP is not a state regulated agency. The Board of Behavioral Sciences is, and you see, I have no mark on my license.
So you're saying that he got his departments wrong? Do you think that he was aware of that and he was trying to just steer us on a goose hunt knowing that we know damn well the difference between the two departments you mentioned, did you think that he is that senile, if that's the word, or just that goofy? Why would you think that he would do that if he knew otherwise?
Okay, one is a state government agency. He got disciplined. He got disciplined by two separate agencies.
Now she's trying to change and pivot to me. Notice, guys, when he asked her that, we're talking about the California state agencies. She pivoted to me being disciplined by two state agencies. I was never disciplined by anybody. I had a corrective plan to get 6 fucking hours of a goddamn continuing education class. That's it. That is not a disciplinary action. When you're disciplined, that means that they are going to suspend you or hold some limitations to your license, or they're going to supervise or monitor you. Okay, if you want to call taking a continuing education class a goddamn disciplinary action, or there was no temporary revocation of my license, that's discipline. Taking continuing education classes is like a warning to improve a bit somewhere in an area that you didn't function well in and you had issues. But let's continue. Let's continue.
He decided to voluntarily subject himself to one agency. I'm not going to get into that because that's part of the receipt. But the agency that issues a license is through the state. He should know that because he got disciplined by the state of Texas. If you look at it, he was all on the website, right? Did you see a mark on my license? Did it say supplemental document? Did it have a little, like a gavel? Because if you have a discipline on your life.
Notice, guys, she stopped talking about her credentials. Yeah, I don't have to bring, it's old news. This is 4-year-old shit. Like, it's old. And it's really nobody's business. It's not even worth bringing up because it's my profession. But she will not. She basically, in the midst of him asking that question, he went on to talk about my situation. That's what she did. Like, I am perplexed with what she does. It's crazy. It is wild that I have to kind of talk about this. Also, guys, I would like her to talk about why, when it comes to her professional profile, why is she not listing that she can provide clinical supervision? Because when I look at Psychology Today and other places, these LMFTs, I'm going to show you, they actually make note that they are certified supervisors. Why isn't Andrea doing that? Why isn't Andrea saying that she's a certified supervisor? But she wants to talk about, they took away your supervision. No, they didn't. I gave it up. I surrendered it because I didn't want to do it anymore. I could have kept it even in that agreement. They didn't ask for me to surrender my supervision license or designation. Not really a license, a designation. They didn't ask me to do that. They didn't. They did not. They sure didn't. I chose to because I didn't want to be a supervisor anymore.
License to have like a little gavel, like you're hitting a gavel,
Mm.
and you would be able to click it on to say additional document. And you would click it on, I have no mark on my license. If I got in trouble, like he did, they would have a gavel on there and it would say on there that I can't supervise people. Look at any licensed
So,
person.
He got that. He has a gavel that says
Yeah.
that he can discipline and he can't supervise people.
If you look at, let me see if I could, in our state, it has a gavel. Okay, let me see if I can find, I don't know.
She said he got a fucking gavel, man. This shit is this shit, man. Like, man, this is some outer world ass shit that this woman makes up. Like, the stuff that this woman comes up with, and these Negroes will sit there and listen to this bullshit over and fucking over, the same repetitive as lies, like over and fucking over again, man. Like, it's at the point, like, for me, it's so tiring. It is so tiring. Because I have had to deal with this shit for 6 years. You know, like, seriously. I had to deal with this shit for 6 years. Okay? 6 fucking years, guys. Six fucking years. And here we go now with her with this same ass shit. Untrue shit, just shit that just makes no fucking sense. And these niggas sit there and entertain this shit. And then they wonder why I don't be fucking with certain people. Okay? But let me continue.
If you're able to bring up, let me see if I can find somebody who's been disciplined. Let me see. Give me a second.
So what you're saying basically is that what D. Durrell did was go to a private entity and try to look you up as a supervisor with this private organization or entity.
Right. Yeah, because you
As
can be,
opposed to
right.
as opposed to a state board. Every state that I'm aware of has a board in regards to various professions. And if you get a license, you have to get licensing from that board. And so
Al needs to shut the fuck up. Al needs to shut the hell up. Here go this goofy motherfucker right here. KRP, you can kiss my fucking ass. Get the fuck out of here, you lame ass motherfucker. You up late at night in fucking Kansas City, or the fuck you. Get the fuck out of here. You up in here. Go back to your people. The fuck out of here. Coming over here for? What the fuck you coming here for? Leave me the fuck alone. Go back to your mama and your daddy. Your pappy and your mammy. I'm country as fuck. You can't deal with the truth. Now you want to come fucking with me. Because I'm pointing out the truth. But let me take this out, guys. I want to show y'all something. I want to show y'all something. Guys, I want y'all to understand what the CAMFT is what this deals with. Since they gave their, synopsis of everything and just fucking monologue of lies. I want you to understand how this company works in conjunction with the board, the Bureau of Behavioral Sciences. Okay. So let's get to that. Let me explain to you all, because see, it is. You got to get a membership. Okay, you got to pay dues. Okay. But I want you all to understand that this is a state, not a state, but it is a professional organization. Okay, not just talking about a private organ. No, this is a professional organization. Okay, this is a professional organization. It says, it talks about CAMFT certified supervisors. That's what I looked up. Your name didn't come up, Andrea. Your name didn't come up. The reason why your name didn't come up is because you're not certified. You can spin it and say whatever you want, but that's the facts. That's the facts. And there's no getting around that. There is absolutely no getting around it. You can say all you want to say. You can sit there and lie. You can say all of these things that are not true. But you can't get around the fact that you're not certified. And you never were, you never have been. And none of your information talks about the fact that you are. None of them. These are facts. These are facts. This program, again, if you read the top, the CAMFT Certified Supervisor Program goes and beyond, above and beyond BBS requirements for supervision. That's the Bureau of Behavioral Sciences. It has a higher credibility as it relates to supervision. Their policy is higher. Now, it's not above, because that is the governing body. But their level of how they vet people is higher. Goes above and beyond the requirements, because the skills that are needed to be an effective supervisor are different than the needs to be an effective clinician. Again, this is more focused on the fact of you not necessarily being a therapist, but just not just being a clinician, but just strictly focusing on supervision itself. All requirements contained in the BBS supervisory agreement. Again, you're talking about what they are, but what they do falls in line with the BBS. It falls in line because they basically have a standard that is higher. Okay? A standard that is actually higher for supervision. And again, don't you see the BBS supervision agreement? It states the BBS requirement is supervision. They work in conjunction. Andrea, you fucked with the wrong one. Because you know, Andrea, that I am a far better therapist than you, overall clinician, as far as the industry of mental health in all facets. You're not on my level. I don't know why you wanted to play these games with me. Now you forced me to expose the fraud that you are. Guys, listen to me. Download the review of the Certified Supervisory Program. It runs in conjunction with the BBS. This is what you have to do. Andrea didn't do this. You see this process? Get the materials, the coursework, 18 hours of coursework. Initial application, supervisory experience, complete 100 hours of supervision experience. Supervisor consultation, consultation summary, a written case summary. That is a lot. Why isn't Andrea listening? Notice the people who listen. This lady, Erica Ives, my 8 years as a CAMFT certified supervisor has been the most. Notice the true, and I will say credible professionals state that they are a certified supervisor. Okay? This person here, a clinical supervisor, certified supervisory status. Okay? This guy, Mobby, CAMFT certified supervisor program. The CAMFT certified supervisory program. Okay? Guys, listen to me. It runs in conjunction with the BBS. Okay? Now let me take this out and let me show you something. Okay? Because she's claiming, damn, what is wrong with this computer? Okay. Man, I'm having issues. Okay. Now, I'm gonna take this out. And I'm gonna take it home with this. Cause I ain't got time to be playing with Andrea. Cause you're lying. You and your lying ass ways. Damn, something is wrong with this. Okay. All right. I apologize, man. For some reason, this computer is not. Okay, there we go. We can go on Psychology Today, guys. On Psychology Today, you will see people who are certified talk about the fact that they have that designation. Okay? Cindy Sachs. She said, I'm a psychoanalyst, psychodynamic psychotherapist, a clinical supervisor. Okay? I went on a Psychology Today. They have clinical supervision and licensed supervisors and therapists in California. Okay? And I'm looking up LMFTs. They all highlight the fact that they are certified supervisors. Okay? Just giving you examples. Christy M. Hudson, same thing. I provide therapy, consultation, supervision to associates. This person, Camille Johnson, I offer supervision and consultation. These are all LMFTs. Di Van Nguyen, LMFT, I provide clinical supervision. Okay. LMFT. Oh no, this guy doesn't. Abby Gold, a clinical supervisor. They all highlight this. They all highlight this, guys. Now I want you to look at, when you look at Andrea's pitiful ass description, you can't find that. Let me explain to you, because it doesn't exist. It does not exist. Damn it. Damn, man, it just, give me a second. This computer is really acting funky. Let me take some of these. Okay. Take some of this off. I do apologize, but this, I don't know if it's the goddamn mouse or it's the goddamn computer. Damn, man, this thing is horrible. It is like really, really horrible. But let me get, I'm trying to show you all. Okay. Do a screen share. Now you see Andrea's information. See, I don't have to lie. All I do is tell the truth. You look at her goddamn credentials. Okay? You look at the information. Show me where it talks about. I'm gonna read it for you. This is what they describe. Andrea Michelle Stewart is an NPI number, marriage and family therapist. Okay, a marriage and family therapist is a person with a master's degree, family therapy, all that stuff. Why don't we see anything saying that she's a clinical supervisor? Why isn't it not stated? Nothing in here. They got all her information, her NPI number, all that. Okay, they listed her active MFT, marriage and family therapist. Nothing is mentioned about her being a certified supervisor. None. None. It's not mentioned because it doesn't exist. She never possessed. She never possessed. She never possessed these goddamn credentials. That's why. She never possessed it. Now let's go to the board. Okay? Because, you know, I try to respect people, you know, that work in my industry. But when you got people that are not worthy of my respect, I got to surgically call your ass out. Okay? If she was truly, guys, and you can look on the screen. Carrie Ann stopped. She said, didn't a certain prostitute say a felony to post the NPI and you had to and you had to break the that is a MPI number is actually to the public. That is not a felony. Like people just saying shit, man. This shit, like, stop. Let me just leave that alone. Oh, that's funny. It is not against the law. Again, guys, if you look at her license type, they said licensed marriage and family therapist. Primary status. This is where it should show that she is a certified supervisor. Do you see that on here? Listed, since you want to talk about, you went to the wrong board, you went to the wrong entity. Well, this is the right entity. Why isn't this entity saying that your status is that you also have a supervisory status, that you're not certified? Why is it not saying that? Can you explain why, Andrew, it's not saying that? Please help me understand why you're not listed. You're not listed. You're not listed. Lady, you're not a certified supervisor. You're not qualified to give, you illegally gave those services. It was illegal. You committed a crime. You committed acts of what are deemed as, in my opinion, unethical. You were posing as a certified supervisor when you had no business doing that. Man, something's wrong with this goddamn mouse. That's what you were doing. So with that being said, let me
Right now.
Shout out to diving deeper. I hear you. So let's dive deeper into just this $1,000 challenge. So you're saying that you're willing to put up your receipts, your paperwork. He was alleging that the only thing you really have is that one document or lawsuit and he said that's old. What do you have to say about that receipt that you posted on your most recent live on him?
Okay, that document, he stole money in 2015. Then he stole money in 2017 and 2018. They did not find out about it until 2020. Then they adjudicated the issue in 2021. He was stealing the whole time. When does that ever go away? You stole the money. He's up here talking about a job Reggie lost 6 years ago. But he doesn't want somebody talking about something that was adjudicated in 2021. That's off limits. And I'm talking about.
We don't know nothing, not to cut you. He said, we don't know nothing about physical therapy and the business. And it was one of his 10 to 15 employees at the time that did that. And he had to take accountability for it because he's the boss. What do you have to say about that? It's not true. It was him. He's saying he wasn't. It was one of his employees. That's what I interpreted him saying. What do you have to say about that?
That's false. Okay, say if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. If I'm supervising somebody who's earning a license, and we meet on a regular basis, I check their charts, we speak, but they go run off behind my back and have an affair with the client and I don't know anything about it, I'm not responsible. How would he be responsible if he didn't know? If you know about it and you're involved with it, you'd be held responsible. They removed his ability to supervise because he's not trustworthy. He cannot supervise anybody with a license. So if somebody wants to come to his office and earn hours towards a license, he has been removed from that process because he's not trustworthy. Okay, I can supervise. I do it all the time. If people are run out of town and they need me to substitute for their person so they can earn their hours, I do it all the time. I'm a supervised, I'm a certified supervisor. I went through all.
You heard it from her. I'm a certified supervisor. I do it all the time. Lies. 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 This is what I'm talking about, man. This is why I ain't got time to be fucking around with these people.
Right now, substitute for their persons, they can earn their hours. I do it all. Okay, I can supervise. I do it all the time. If people are going out of town and they need me to substitute for their persons, they can earn their hours. I do it all the time. I'm a supervised. I'm a certified supervisor from that process because he's not trustworthy. Okay, I can supervise. I do it all the time. If people are going out of town and they need me to substitute for their persons, they can earn their hours. I do it all the time. I'm a supervised. I'm a certified supervisor. I went through all the courses. He's unable to do that because he has been removed from that process because he's not trustworthy. Okay, I can supervise. I do it all the time. If people are going out of town and they need me to substitute for their persons, they can earn their hours. I do it all the time. I'm a supervised. I'm a certified supervisor. I went because he's not trustworthy. Okay, I can supervise. I do it all the time. If people are going out of town and they need me to substitute for their persons, they can earn their hours. I do it all the time. I'm a supervised. I'm a certified supervisor. I went through all the courses. He's in that process because he's not trustworthy. Okay, I can supervise. I do it all the time. If people are going out of town and they need me to substitute for their persons, they can earn their hours. I do it all the time. I'm a supervised. I'm a certified supervisor. Removed from that process because he's not trustworthy. Okay, I can supervise. I do it all the time. If people are going out of town and they need me to substitute for their persons, they can earn their hours. I do it all the time. I'm a supervised. I'm a certified supervisor.
Lies, 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 and more lies. We can go on and on, guys. Again, guys, listen. We can go on and on. It's an echo. I'm sorry about the echo. This shit is ridiculous. She is not a certified supervisor. It would be listed on the board under her status. Okay? Is not listed. You know why it's not listed? Because it don't fucking exist. It don't fucking exist. It don't fucking exist. She went on the record. Her board has been contacted, and they will, talk to her about, what she has said. Now, whatever way they're going to address that, it's up to them. I can't control that aspect of it. Because boards pretty much like to be correctional, not necessarily trying to reprimand and punish you for doing something wrong. They want to correct the behavior, not just punish your ass. Okay? But the fact of the matter, this is what happened. Now, she said, I had a gavel and all kinds of shit. Okay? On my license. Okay. Let's talk about that. This is my license, guys. This is me. See, I don't have a problem showing my shit. Okay? This is me. I am current LPC supervisor, LPC counselor. I'm a licensed professional counselor active. My license expires next year on the 31st. First licensure date, that's with me as an intern, was 12/21/04. Effective rank was 12/20/2006 when I actually received the license itself. 19 years. Okay. You can see here, I was an LPC professional licensed supervisor. She should have that listed on her license. Even the history. But it's not there. It would also list the associates you had. I had associates. Okay. Then at the bottom, the supplementary license document. Okay. You can see that document. You know what that document consists of, guys? You want to know what that document is? That's where the fucking gavel at? She said, oh, they got a gavel on it. And you've been punishing. Where's the strikes on the license? Where are the strikes? All you see is this big ass PDF of the same document she been posing around this sector for the last 5 fucking years. The same fucking shit. The same fucking document. That's it. That is it. This is me. Where the strikes at? Where the strikes? Mic drop. Where are the fucking strikes? It shows that I used to be an LPC. See, on her license, where her interns. See, it shows on mine that I was an LPC supervisor, and I'm not even a supervisor anymore. And it shows the people that I interned. Why doesn't hers show the same thing? Where the damn strikes? See, I give you full transparency. I ain't got to lie to the sector. Listen, guys. See niggas like Photon, and I like Photon, and all these other goofy motherfuckers that like giving her life to do the shit she doing. See, we got to start blaming these niggas too, because they are part of the problem. Because if she didn't have an audience, you know, matter of fact, she's lost 95% of her audience anyway. But these niggas like Photon and others keep pandering to this woman, knowing she harming other people. What the fuck that say about you? With that being said, guys, you know, yeah, she go living life, she gonna turn on his ass and she already doxed the nigga. Nigga was looking crazy when Remix said she claimed he did sexual harassment and shit. And the nigga voice was like, huh? What are you saying? But I'm not bothered by that. I don't care. I don't, you know, she could do what she do, but what's the point? I'm like, nigga, stop. Nigga, you was scared as fuck. But see, when people talk about dropping receipts, I just dropped receipts. She can't prove that she's a fucking certified supervisor. Y'all saw on my license where I was one. Yeah, I surrendered. I gave it up. Yeah, imagine going from thousands of supporters to just 5. That's all she got now. And you got niggas like Photon that's giving her life. So, with that being said, guys, report they ass. I will be going live again tomorrow to continue this conversation with the sector. I will be going live again on Sunday. I'm not sure if I'm going to go live twice, but I definitely will be going live once. Again, guys, this is the Godfather D. Darrell Spears once again. Peace.